Gina had just moved to a new city for her job, and she was excited to start her new life. She found a great apartment in a quiet block and couldn't wait to move in. But on her first night in the apartment, she heard strange noises coming from the hallway. She checked, but didn't see anything. The next day, Gina told her friend about the noise, but her friend didn't believe her. Gina started thinking she was just imagining things, but then she started seeing things out of the corner of her eye. She was convinced she was being watched. One night, Gina woke up to find a tall, thin figure standing at the foot of her bed. The figure wore a black cloak, and Gina screamed and the figure disappeared. Gina was terrified, but didn't know what to do. She didn't want to tell anyone what was going on, because she didn't want to sound crazy. But she couldn't live in fear anymore. Gina decided to face the figure head-on. She stayed up late one night, waiting for the figure to come back. And it did. Gina screamed at the figure, and it disappeared again. She was relieved that it was gone, but knew it wasn't over yet. The figure would return. Gina eventually moved out of the apartment. She couldn't live there anymore, and she was too afraid to sleep. She never found out what the figure was or where it came from, but she was glad it was gone. And so ended the mystery of the figure in the apartment. But for Gina, the memory of that terrifying experience would stay with her forever. In conclusion, Gina's experience with the mysterious figure in her apartment was a terrifying ordeal that left her feeling vulnerable and afraid. Despite her attempts to confront the figure, she ultimately made the difficult decision to move out of her apartment and leave the mystery unsolved. The memory of the figure continued to haunt her, and she struggled to find closure and move on from the experience. However, she learned an important lesson about the power of fear and the importance of taking action when faced with a threatening situation. While the mystery of the figure in her apartment remained unsolved, Gina ultimately found the courage to start a new chapter in her life, free from the fear and uncertainty that had plagued her before. Thank you for your time and interest in the story, and I hope you have enjoyed it and found it valuable and useful. It was my pleasure to share this story with you and present it in the best possible way that I would like to know what you think of the story, and do you like short or long stories? Do not forget to subscribe to our channel to receive interesting, mysterious stories like Gina's story. Best regards.